How to position yourself and your thinking when you are tapping into bigger manifestations and manifesting bigger goals and desires, and how to bring that in. If you're seeing this video, something called you here. You probably know about manifesting, and you are perhaps in a place where you are now comfortable manifesting smaller things or more realistic things. And you have found yourself getting pretty good at that. And you want to start testing out and challenge yourself a bit more to manifest bigger desires, bigger goals, and bigger dreams. But somehow, when you attempt to manifest bigger or larger desires, you find yourself hitting a roadblock, or you believe that it's not working somehow. And I'm going to explain to you what may be stopping those bigger manifestations in coming in. This is how I understand it, and I hope that this insight will aid you towards your manifestations. So when it comes to bigger manifestations, sometimes that require a huge leap from our current reality and what we experience in our day-to-day that will make it seem impossible or out of reach to our logical mind. But truthfully, when it comes to manifestation, in order to pull in anything into your reality, you must not base it from your current reality. And thinking and understanding that concept may be easier than actually truly operating in that understanding, in that concept. Because we have been wired and programmed to base our answers, our resolutions, our conclusions about things on logical likelihood. Logical likelihood meaning what's most likely to happen based on the data and the history of ourselves and our environment. That way of thinking is what we need to get out of in order to attract our bigger manifestations. Sometimes bigger manifestations will take longer to arrive than smaller ones. And if you are very specific in your manifestation, that too may take longer to arrive. Another important thing to note about bigger manifestations, you also must be open to the timing and release control on the when alongside the how. Sometimes bigger manifestations may not result right away, but there are signs that you can identify to help you know you are in fact manifesting, you are pulling it in, and what you are doing to manifest is working. Some of the biggest mistakes people make when they are manifesting bigger things is that they stop believing when they don't see the results right away. Because their logical mind already believes and is set on the belief that it's impossible, or like, who am I kidding to believe I can manifest, let's say, $50,000? Because it's not normal to experience it in their current reality. So when they have a bad day, their mind can easily drift back into that negative thinking. So then it becomes this push-pull dynamic based on the kind of day they're having, and that can result in resistance. Imagine holding a magnet, right? When you resist it, you can feel that pull. But when you allow it, it will magnetize. When you don't see your manifestation materialize right away, you try to rationalize it and you think your manifestation practices, methods, and rituals are not working. I will give you an example to pull in this understanding. For an example, let's say your big manifestation goal is to make $30,000 per month. And $30,000 per month is about $1,000 per day. And let's say you're doing all your money manifestations, listening and doing your manifestations, and you are in flow state of belief. And let's say currently you are making $1,000 per week. And logically, that's a huge leap towards your bigger manifestation, from $1,000 per week to $1,000 per day. What most people do They get excited for the first few weeks. They stay consistent, and their belief starts to wane down the longer they don't see the arrival of their manifestation. That's when you start to believe your manifestation is not working, and you get disheartened. Obviously, if you know about the topic of manifestation, the rule is it's already available to you in the spiritual realm, especially if you can visualize it in your mind. Because that visualization exists on the other side, then it's possible, as long as you can ground that into reality. But because our reality is much denser, then it will take time for it to actualize in the 3D. Your energetic field is still getting used to this new frequency and attracting things in this new frequency. But your manifestation is still working, you just don't realize it. Because that manifestation is a huge leap from your reality, it may take more time. When you understand this, you'll be able to recognize the small signs confirming it is working. Because sometimes you don't always receive that 30K a month right away, because this bigger manifestation require additional small steps of co-creation to work towards that bigger manifestation. You just need to be conscious of what those small steps are and to recognize you must be in tune. But as you go through this process, you'll recognize the small signs confirming you are pulling in and attracting that vibrational match. And your energy is working its way to align with that frequency. So as an example, let's say instead of physically receiving 1K per day, the first signs you see is you coming across an ad that says, make 1K per day. Although that's not the physical manifestation, that is showing and aligning to the opportunities to make 1K per day. And me stating this example doesn't mean trust every sign you see. Still use your discernment to decipher what's an actual sign for you. Sometimes it's showing up because it's part of the new energy you're bringing in. It's up to you to figure out that's an avenue for you to actualize 1K per day. Just because it's not the tangible money that you seek doesn't mean your manifestation is not working. It takes time, especially for bigger manifestations. You need to stay in the belief it's working because your energetic field is working for you to get you there, to your desire, to your manifestation. It is crucial to remain in belief even when it has yet to show up. It's like when you want to manifest a winning lottery ticket. When your ticket is not a winner, you don't just give up and stop because you're not a winner today. Your attitude is crucial. If you get a losing ticket, don't switch up, don't stop believing. It only means you still have the opportunity to be a winner, just not yet. I hope you like this message. Thanks for listening and receiving this message. Please take what you need and let go of the rest. If you have enjoyed this content and it resonates, please support in any way you can. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you're interested in working with me as a life coach, or if you need more information about my coaching services and specialties, I'd be happy to give you more information. Please email me. My email is down below, and I wish for all to find what they're seeking.